Hello, my name is Logan Yonihiro, and I'm going to use this time to sell you on the clothespin. So the clothespin was created in the 1700s by the Quakers. Um, it was created for an obvious reason, which most people still use it for, and that is hanging up or pinning up your clothes so that they can dry. The clothespin, though, is a very genius invention, although it's very simple. Back in the day, it was just one solid piece of wood with a cut in the middle, but now it's two pieces of wood with a spring that clamps. And today, it's used for a lot more than just hanging up clothes. And that's the reason why this product is so awesome and should be bought by everybody. The clothespin usually comes in bulk. So I looked up their prices, and for 50 clothespins, it's $8. And the thing that I compared it the most to is a chip clip that you use to close cereal bags, bags of chips, whatever bags that don't have a seal. And for a pack of four chip clips made by Cuisinart, it's $11. So obviously, the clothespin is a lot more cost effective. You get a lot more for your money, and you can do a lot more with it. So there are many different things that you can do with a clothespin. Some even surprised me when I was doing some research. Um, but where can you get these clothespins? You can get them from most convenience stores or grocery stores. If you live in Hawaii, Times, Long, Safeway, things like that. Or in the mainland, now they have Safeway too, and they have, I don't know, Fred Meyer's, some other grocery stores. And they all sell at Walmart, things like that. But let's go over the uses of the clothespin. So, first, one that I thought was very interesting is you can keep a blanket in place on the stroller. So you lay a thin blanket over a stroller and you clip it to the tops, because for those parents out there who take your baby out in the middle of the day and he or she goes to sleep, you know the sun hits them right in the face sometimes, and it's not good. So it's very useful to use a clothespin. You can put a blanket right over that, clip it on, instant shade. Um, Another one that's saved my life, not literally, but helped me out a little bit, was clipping curtains together. My curtains don't match all the way up, so they don't close completely. So when the neighbors leave their outside lights on, it shines right into my room. So I got some clothespins, clipped the curtains together, and I had a light-free room, pretty much. Um, Another thing that I found very interesting was a gardening helper. So you could use it. You'd get a dowel. This is a pen. But you get a dowel, and then clip it, and then you would clip like your label, so you know what plant it is. My grandma will probably use that once I tell her about it. Another one for those of you with kids, or even if you play music or something and you have a music book or a coloring book, you will get the coloring book or the book or the page that you want, and you clip it so that the pages don't flap around. Especially this happens with new books. I used to hate as a little kid when you're coloring and the page keeps folding back over and folding back over. So that's a pretty good use for them. Another one that's pretty cool is using it for your pot. You clip it to the edge of your pot, like maybe one or two, and you put your cover on. And when you put your cover on, it stays, it's not flush, so it doesn't really cover it. So it lets all the steam out so that your pot doesn't boil over, because no one likes when you're cooking mashed potatoes or something and all of it boils over, and if you don't clean it up fast enough, all the potatoes come hard on your stove, and it is a mess to clean up. It's not fun. The last thing, well, aside from closing up chip bags and things like that, the last thing is a very crafty thing if you have little kids, or I'm sure probably everybody's done it before, is you get this and you can make a little reindeer ornament or Christmas decoration. And I always found that to be really fun. Um, but yeah, so please take into consideration what you just heard from me and go out and buy yourself some very useful clothespins. Thank you. Have a great night.